I wish someone told me this when I was your age. Failure is not the end of the road, it's just a lesson waiting to be learned. There are going to be moments in life when things don't go the way you expected, when the doors you knock on don't open, or when the plans you had fall apart. But understand this, failure is a part of the journey. You've got to learn how to embrace it, learn from it, and keep moving. The people who succeed are not the ones who never fail. They're the ones who keep getting up after every fall, knowing that each failure is just a step closer to the success they are meant to achieve. And here's the thing, they're not going to hand you permission to chase your dreams. You can't wait around for someone to tell you it's okay to go after what you want in life. You can't wait for the stars to align, for the perfect moment to arrive. The truth is, you're not always going to have a clear path, and sometimes the road will be rough. But you have to take charge. Own your future. It's yours. And no one is going to give it to you unless you go out there and take it for yourself. You have the power to shape your life. So don't wait for permission to go after what you truly want. Go after it right now. The key to success is not about being the most talented or having the best luck. It's about discipline. It's about consistency. It's about putting in the work, even when it feels like no one's watching. I wish I knew how important this was when I was your age. So many people get distracted, looking for shortcuts or the easy way out. But those who make it are the ones who commit to showing up every single day, no matter what. You won't always see the results immediately, but trust me, the work will pay off in the end. It's the small steps, the daily grind that build up into something monumental. Stay disciplined. Stay consistent. It's not glamorous, but it's how you get things done. Relationships are important. They matter. They shape who you become, but don't lose yourself in them. There will be people in your life who will want to steer you in a certain direction, and while their advice might be well-meaning, it's crucial that you never lose sight of who you are. Know your worth. Know your purpose. You can love and support others, but you've got to know that your journey is unique to you. The people who matter will respect that you're walking your own path, and the ones who don't, let them go. Surround yourself with those who lift you up, challenge you, and push you to be the best version of yourself. You don't have time for anything less. Speaking of time, you don't have all the time in the world. Time's the most valuable thing you have, and once it's gone, you can never get it back. Don't waste it. Don't waste it on things that don't serve you or take you closer to your goals. I wish someone told me that when I was your age. It's easy to get caught up in distractions and things that seem important but aren't. You need to spend your time wisely, focus on what truly matters, and make sure that every day is spent building something that will last. When you look back on your life, make sure you can say you used your time to build the future you dreamed of, not just waste it away. Finally, trust your instincts. Don't fear change. Life is full of uncertainty and it will throw you curveballs, but growth doesn't happen when you're comfortable. It happens when you step out of your comfort zone, when you embrace the unknown and trust that even when things seem unclear, you're being guided to where you need to be. Trust yourself, trust the process. Life's going to change, and so are you. Don't fear that, use it. Use it to grow, to evolve, and to push yourself further than you ever thought possible. The world is yours if you're willing to step into the discomfort and keep moving forward. So remember this, failure is a lesson, not the end. You don't need permission to chase your dreams. Take them. Success isn't about talent. It's about discipline and consistency. Relationships matter, but never lose yourself in them. Time is your most precious asset, so use it wisely. And never fear change. Trust yourself, trust your journey, and trust that you're always exactly where you're meant to be. I wish someone told me this when I was your age, but now I'm telling you, it's your turn to rise, to take action, and to make your mark. The world is waiting. Don't hold back. Failure is not the end of your journey. It's an essential part of it. So many of us grow up thinking that failure is something to be ashamed of, something to avoid at all costs. But I want to tell you something that took me a long time to realize. Failure isn't the enemy. It's not something that defines your worth or sets you back permanently. It's a lesson. Every time you fall, every time you hit a roadblock, you're learning something that moves you closer to success. You might not see it right away, but that setback, that failure, is shaping you, sharpening you, and preparing you for what's ahead. When you fail, you're given an opportunity to reflect, to figure out what went wrong and how to make it right. That's how you grow. Every mistake is a building block. Every failure is a teacher. It's only a failure if you stop trying. If you get knocked down and choose to stay down, then that's the only way you fail. But if you get up, learn from it, and keep pushing forward, then you've already won. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. What matters is that you never let it define you. You see, failure doesn't mean you're not good enough or capable enough. It means you're on the right track. If you're not failing, you're probably not pushing yourself hard enough. If you're not facing challenges, it means you're playing it safe, staying in your comfort zone, and avoiding the very thing that will help you grow. You need failure to succeed. It's the kind of thing that tests your resolve, that forces you to dig deep and find your true strength. Think about all the successful people you admire. They've all been through their own failures. They've faced rejection, disappointment, and setbacks. But what sets them apart is that they didn't give up. They didn't see failure as an obstacle. They saw it as a sign to adjust, to keep evolving, and to keep moving forward. It's the willingness to embrace failure that will push you to levels you've never imagined. So the next time you fail, and trust me, it will happen, don't be discouraged. Don't let it stop you. Take it as an opportunity to learn, to adjust, and to rise again. You're not defined by your failures. You're defined by your ability to keep going, to keep getting back up, no matter how many times life knocks you down. You can't wait for permission to go after what you want in life. The world isn't going to hand you a blueprint, and no one's going to give you a golden ticket to success. You've got to take ownership of your life and your future, and that means taking action on your dreams right now. Too often we wait for the perfect time, the right circumstances, or someone else's approval before we make a move. But let me tell you this, those things will never come if you keep waiting. Life doesn't wait for anyone, and neither should you. If there's something you want, you've got to step up, take control, and go for it. You don't need anyone's permission to follow your passion. There will be people who doubt you, people who think your dreams are too big or too far-fetched, but they don't have the vision you have. They don't know the fire that burns inside you, and they can't see what you're truly capable of. That's okay. It's not their job to understand your vision. It's yours. And no one is going to hand you a roadmap to success. You've got to create it yourself, take each step as it comes, and trust that you're on the right path. You have to believe in yourself and your ability to make things happen. The world is full of dreamers, but it's the doers who actually get things done. When you wait for permission, you give up control over your own destiny. You let others dictate what you should do, when you should do it, and how you should do it. But you're the one who has to live with the choices you make, not anyone else. So take the reins. If you want something, go after it. Don't wait for someone to tell you it's okay. You have the power to create your future, and that starts with taking action today. Don't be afraid to step out, to take risks, and to move in the direction of your dreams. It won't always be easy. There will be fear, there will be uncertainty, and there will be obstacles. But that's all part of the process. Nothing worth having comes without effort, without struggle, without challenge, but that's where growth happens. That's where you find your strength. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let the opinions of others stop you from chasing what's inside of you. Your dreams are your own, and you don't need permission to pursue them. You were born to create, to build, and to achieve. The world is waiting for you to take your place in it, so stop waiting for a green light. Start moving, and the path will open up in front of you. Success is not about talent or luck. It's about something far more reliable: discipline and consistency. Talent alone can only take you so far. Sure, it's nice to have natural abilities, but if you don't work hard, if you don't put in the hours, those talents will fade into the background. Luck is fleeting. It can come and go, but the only thing that you can control consistently is your effort. The difference between those who make it and those who don't isn't usually about being the smartest or the most gifted. It's about who showed up day after day, no matter the circumstances. Discipline is what makes success inevitable. It's about developing the habits that will carry you through when motivation fades. Motivation will come and go, but discipline keeps you going when you don't feel like it, when you're tired, when you're discouraged. It's the ability to push through, even when the rewards aren't immediate, even when the process feels like it's not giving you what you want right now. You have to do the work when nobody's watching, when nobody's applauding you for it. That's where the magic happens. You get stronger with each day of consistency, each task you complete, each hour you invest. That's how you build a life, step by step, day by day. Consistency is key because it turns small actions into big results. It's the compound effect. What may seem like insignificant progress today becomes the foundation for everything you achieve down the line. One practice, one commitment at a time builds momentum, and that momentum is what carries you through to greatness. You won't always see immediate results, and that's the hardest part for most people. You might work for months, years even, before you see a breakthrough. But that's why consistency is vital. You have to trust the process. Believe in the value of the work you're putting in and understand that success isn't an overnight event. It's the accumulation of consistent actions over time. This doesn't mean it's easy. It won't be. But nothing that's worth having comes easily. The people you look up to, the ones who have achieved greatness in their fields, didn't get there by luck. They got there because they stayed disciplined when others quit. They kept showing up when everyone else went home. They kept pushing, working, improving, even when they weren't seeing immediate results. And that's what sets them apart. Success requires a daily commitment, a decision to keep moving forward, even when things feel uncertain or difficult. They teach you it's an opportunity to reinforce your discipline and consistency. And those days will add up. That's why I failed every moment of my life are relatively difficult. They scare me, but they motivate me. Each day is an opportunity to reinforce your discipline and consistency, and those days will add up. Don't get distracted by what you see others doing or by the immediate gratification they might seem to be getting. Stay in your lane, keep your focus, and keep working. When you do that, success won't be a matter of luck or talent. It'll be inevitable. Relationships are one of the most powerful parts of your life, but they're also one of the most delicate. You have to understand the importance of surrounding yourself with people who truly care about you, who challenge you to be better, and who support your dreams. The right people will lift you up, push you forward, and hold you accountable. But I also want you to understand that while relationships are vital, they should never cause you to lose sight of who you are. Don't let anyone, whether a friend, a family member, or even a significant other, define you, limit you, or make you feel less than what you're capable of. You were born with a purpose, and you must never let anyone or anything make you forget that. There are going to be times when the people closest to you might not understand your vision. They might doubt your choices, question your path, or even try to steer you in a direction that's more comfortable for them. But you can't let that dictate your future. The truth is, not everyone will understand your journey, and that's okay. You don't need their approval to move forward. You don't need to compromise who you are to fit someone else's idea of what's right for you. As much as you love and value others, the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one with yourself. You got to protect your vision, your goals, and your own sense of identity. At the same time, recognize the people who are truly rooting for you. Recognize those who want to see you succeed, not because it serves them, but because they believe in you. These are the relationships that will stand the test of time. The people who genuinely support you won't just cheer for you in the good times, but they'll be the ones who show up when you're struggling, when you feel like giving up. They're the ones who will remind you of your worth when you forget. Hold on to these relationships and don't take them for granted. These people will help shape you into the person you're meant to be. But it's just as important to recognize when a relationship isn't healthy for you. You cannot allow anyone to hold you back from your potential, not even if they have good intentions. Sometimes people will hold on to you because of their own fears or insecurities, not realizing they're stifling your growth. There's a difference between being supportive and being controlling, and you need to be able to discern when someone's holding you back, even unintentionally. It's okay to step away from relationships that hinder your growth, whether that's a toxic friendship, a relationship where you're not valued, or even family dynamics that pull you into unhealthy patterns. Letting go isn't easy, but it's sometimes necessary for your personal growth. As you move forward in life, the key is to find balance. Be there for others, support those you care about, but never lose yourself in that process. Don't sacrifice your own goals, dreams, or sense of self in the name of keeping the peace or pleasing others. Your journey is your own, and you can love, respect, and nurture those around you without letting them take over who you are or what you want out of life. Learn how to set boundaries that protect your mental and emotional well-being, and know that it's okay to say no when something doesn't align with your values or where you're headed. The people who matter, the ones who truly love and respect you, will understand that you're walking your own path. They'll respect your growth, even if it's hard for them to let go. And those relationships will flourish because they're built on mutual respect and understanding. So value the relationships that bring out the best in you, but always remember, no one should ever make you feel less than who you are or stop you from becoming the person you're meant to be. Time is the most precious thing you have, and the truth is, you're never going to get it back. We often take time for granted, thinking we have all the time in the world to chase our dreams, to fix things, to do the things we've always wanted to do. But in reality, every minute that passes is one you can never reclaim. Once it's gone, it's gone. So you have to be intentional about how you use it. It's easy to get caught up in distractions, in the things that feel urgent in the moment, but don't actually move you closer to where you want to go. You've got to protect your time. Be mindful of how you're spending it, because at the end of the day, it's the most valuable asset you have. It's easy to let time slip away, watching shows, scrolling through social media, getting stuck in the cycle of thinking you'll get to it tomorrow. But let me tell you something. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Every day is an opportunity to make progress toward your dreams, to invest in your future, to work on becoming the best version of yourself. And that doesn't mean you have to be working 24/7 or running at full speed all the time. It means being strategic with how you use your time. It means prioritizing the things that matter most, whether that's building your career, nurturing relationships, investing in your health, or just taking time to rest and recharge. Time will pass whether you use it wisely or not, so think about it. How do you want to look back on your life? Do you want to look back with regret, wishing you'd spent more time pursuing your goals, wishing you hadn't let fear or distractions hold you back? Or do you want to look back and know that you used your time to build something meaningful, something that made a difference in your life and in the lives of others? You can't control how much time you have, but you can control how you spend it. The choices you make every single day add up. They create your future, 1 minute at a time. You've got to take responsibility for how you spend your time. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop putting things off thinking there will be a better time to start. The best time to start is now. Start today, even if it's just a small step. Each moment you waste is a moment you'll never get back. And it's not just about big achievements or checking off goals. It's about being intentional with the moments that truly matter. Time with family, with friends, taking care of your health, pursuing what you're passionate about. These moments are what make life meaningful. And they're the moments that slip away the fastest if you're not careful. The way you manage your time shows where your priorities are. If you're truly serious about your dreams, you need to make them a priority in your day-to-day life. Don't let distractions take over. Don't let the noise of the world drown out what matters to you. Learn to say no to things that waste your time and energy. Surround yourself with people and experiences that add value to your life. And don't forget to take breaks to rest, to recharge. But above all, be intentional with your time. The days go by quickly. One moment you're starting out full of excitement and energy. The next you're looking back wondering where the years went. Don't let that happen to you. Take control of your time now. Invest in it. Use it wisely, because every moment counts, and what you do with your time today will determine the life you create for yourself tomorrow. In conclusion, life is a journey, and the choices you make today will shape the future you live tomorrow. Don't be afraid of failure, because it's not the end. It's just a lesson waiting to be learned. Don't wait for permission to go after your dreams. Take charge and create your own path. Remember, success is built on discipline and consistency, not just talent or luck. Surround yourself with relationships that inspire and challenge you, but never lose sight of who you are in the process. And most importantly, protect your time. It's the most valuable thing you have, and how you spend it will determine the legacy you leave behind. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready, and neither should you. So go out, take action, and make the most of the time you have. It's your turn to rise, to make your mark, and to build the future you've always dreamed of. The world is waiting for you. Don't let it pass you by.